In the fast-paced world of NHRA drag racing, where speeds top 340 miles per hour and championships are won by fractions of a second, big changes can hit like a nitro explosion. Just days after the 2025 season wrapped up with awards and celebrations, a bombshell dropped that has everyone in the pits buzzing. Austin Prock, the two-time Funny Car World Champion, along with his father Jimmy Prock, a master tuner known for his nitro magic, and his brother Thomas Prock, a key crew chief, have all decided to leave John Force Racing. This move, reported first by Drag Illustrated, came less than a week after Austin was handed his second title trophy. It's the kind of news that reshapes the entire pro category landscape heading into 2026. For fans and insiders alike, this feels like a plot twist nobody saw coming. The Prock family has been the driving force, pun intended, behind John Force Racing's recent dominance in Funny Car. They've packed up their tools, loaded their gear, and walked out of the Brownsburg, Indiana shop, leaving a void that's hard to ignore. While the team hasn't made an official statement yet, the rumors have been swirling in the media and among crews all morning before the report broke. Many, including myself, held off on sharing until credible sources confirmed it. Now, it's all but official, and the shockwaves are rippling through the Nitro ranks. To understand why this is such a big deal, let's look back at what Austin Prock has accomplished in such a short time. He stepped into the Funny Car seat in early 2024 as a replacement for Robert Height, who had to sit out for health reasons. At the time, questions loomed about Austin's future after his top fuel sponsorship dried up. But he didn't just fill the spot, he owned it. His first outing at the Pep Boys All-Star Call-Out? A win. His debut at the Gator Nationals? A runner-up finish. From there, it was a rocket ride. In just 39 races, Austin racked up 24 final round appearances and claimed 17 victories. His win-loss record? An astounding 98 wins against 22 losses overall, including a 45-10 mark in 2025 alone. He grabbed 22 #1 qualifiers and locked down back-to-back world championships. Beyond the basics, he swept every specialty award thrown his way. Last year, he took the Mission Foods Too Fast, Too Tasty Challenge. This season, he dominated qualifying bonuses, winning events like the Battle at the Beach, the Straddle the Saddle in Dallas, and the Lobster Fest in Epping. At the U.S. Nationals in Indy, he cleaned house, the Pep Boys Call-Out, the regional championship, and the main event itself. Austin didn't stop at wins. He pushed boundaries. He was one of the few to crack 340 miles per hour in a Funny Car, a feat that highlights the tuning genius of his dad and brother. The only major races missing from his trophy case? The Gator Nationals, the NHRA Finals, and the Winter Nationals in Funny Car. With so much success, the question was always, what's next? Now, that question has a whole new layer. This isn't just about one driver jumping ship. It's a family affair that pulls the rug out from under John Force Racing. Jimmy Prock, often called the Nitro Tuning Wizard, has a history of bold moves. Back in 2014, midway through the season, he handed in his resignation to John Force amid changes like Castrol and Ford pulling support. Force accepted it on the spot, and Jimmy headed to Don Schumacher Racing to tune for Jack Beckman. A few years later, in 2017, Force lured him back with a sweetener, a ride for Jimmy's son, Austin, in a developmental series. Austin started as a crew member on Courtney Force's car, got his license, and debuted in Top Fuel in 2019. That same year, he won Rookie of the Year, notched his first victory in Seattle, on the day John Force hit his 150th win, and added 3 more Top Fuel wins over time. Combined with his Funny Car tally, that's 21 total NHRA national event victories. A stunning resume for someone still in his prime. The family's exit raises tough questions about loyalty, timing, and what comes next. This past season was already emotional for the team. After John Force's scary crash in Virginia, Austin won that very race and spoke tearfully about carrying the team's flag, while Force recovered and daughter Brittany stepped away to support her dad. Force himself had been vocal about Austin being the heir apparent, the next generation to lead alongside drivers like Ashley Force Hood and Eric Medlin in spirit. Now, with Brittany retired, Courtney long gone, and newcomer Josh Hart stepping in, the team's most experienced driver is Jack Beckman, who's only been there about a year and a half after subbing for Force post-accident. Did the team see this coming? From what I've gathered, not much warning was given. Austin celebrated hard with his crew after the championship, praising their bond and teamwork. How much did they know? Will the entire tuning staff follow the Procks, like when Matt Hagan's group shifted from Don Schumacher to Tony Stewart Racing? Or is this a clean break, with Austin, Jimmy, and Thomas starting fresh? It's like watching a championship puzzle fall apart right after it's completed. Of course, the big mystery is where they headed. Speculation didn't take long to heat up. Thanks to Bobby Bennett at Competition Plus, rumors point to the Procks possibly forming their own outfit or aligning with a team that once had tight ties to Force. If you're familiar with recent NHRA history, one name jumps out: Bob Tasca III and his red and white quick lane Ford Mustang. When Tasca entered funny car racing, his operation was essentially a satellite for John Force Racing, backed by Ford as a fourth car. That partnership soured, and Tasca went independent, even buying the old Morgan Lucas fabrication shop next door to Force's facility in Brownsburg. The buzz is that the Procks could land at Tasca's House of Speed, maybe as a second car or a semi-independent setup under Prock Rocket Engineering. Other whispers about Clay Milliken's team were quickly shut down. What adds fuel to the Tasca fire? The only comment from their camp: our 2026 plans will be revealed at the Ford Racing event in Detroit on January 15th. Circle that date. It's when the full story might unfold, including whether the Procks join and in what role. This move rivals some of sport's biggest shakeups. Think LeBron James ditching Cleveland for Miami's beaches, Dale Earnhardt Jr. leaving DEI, or Lewis Hamilton bolting McLaren for Mercedes in 2013, a decision that paid off with multiple titles. In drag racing terms, it's on par with Jimmy's 2014 midseason switch or Austin Coyle's earlier departure from Force. The Procks aren't just talent. They're the brains behind those 340 miles per hour runs, the only crew to consistently unlock that speed under the Ford banner. Losing them could tilt the funny car field wide open. For John Force Racing, the road ahead looks bumpy. The organization has weathered storms before: sponsor losses, accidents, family changes, but this hits at the core. With the Procks gone, who tunes the funny car? Will they rebuild from scratch or lure back old hands? Force's legacy is secure with over 150 wins, but the future feels uncertain without a clear torchbearer. As for the Procks, this could be their chance to build something new. Jimmy's experience, Thomas's expertise, and Austin's driving prowess make them a powerhouse trio. If they land with Tasca, it might create a Ford super team, boosting competition and drawing more eyes to the sport. NHRA fans love drama, and this offseason delivers in spades. Looking ahead, January 15th, 2026, in Detroit could be a turning point. Will the Procks confirm a Tasca alliance? How will Force respond? One thing's clear: the face of funny car racing has changed forever. This isn't just a driver swap. It's a family reshaping the Nitro world. As the silly season unfolds, keep an eye on the news. Drag racing's never short on surprises. In the meantime, what do you think? Will the Procks thrive on their own, or is this a risk too big? Share your takes, and stay tuned for more updates as we gear up for 2026. The engines are just getting started.